We may be reaching a turning point with liberal judges and their laughable leniency. A Cleveland news station called out a judge after freeing a suspect who probably shouldn't have been. Take a look.
This man, Cyrus Walters, was in court here earlier this week, pleading guilty to brutally assaulting 3 men, all within the same month. However, the judge let him walk, and now his victims are outraged.
I was fairly certain he was trying to kill me.
Walters viciously attacked David Dudley last year in downtown Cleveland. Dudley's a criminal defense attorney who was here on business. He represents clients from across the country.
I have been in front of over 1,000 judges.
But the one who's baffled him the most is Judge Cassandra Collier-Williams.
He ran towards me and kicked me in the ribs and my shoulder, and then multiple times in the back of the head.
Dudley suffered severe contusions and a broken shoulder.
This guy is unpredictably violent.
During Walters' bench trial this past Monday, Collier-Williams reduced his felony charge to a misdemeanor, allowing Walters to walk the streets of Cleveland once again. Walters spent 2 months in jail until earlier this week when Judge Collier-Williams let him go with time served.
The judge gave him the absolute minimum sentence that was available.
I feel the judge let us down.
Surveillance video captured Walters beating on him in Tower City.
She just gave him time served, which is, I think, ridiculous because I feel he's a menace to society.
After assaulting Tony, Walters was arrested and released the next day to attack once again. This time, he injured a man near Whiskey Island so severely, he required stitches.
I ain't do no crime, bro. We've been walking this whole time.
He's going to be out there doing the same thing again.
Walters was arrested again yesterday, just 2 days after being released. He now faces some minor charges in Garfield Heights.
An interesting side note in this case, in 2021, this judge's son was convicted of murdering his wife and sentenced to life in prison. The impatience with judges being lenient has grown all over.
This is the 3rd time we've pursued this individual in 6 months. So the last time I talked about him, I actually specifically stated that if the judges don't start taking this seriously, that someone's going to get hurt or killed. And here we are, shooting at the police. So maybe they'll take it more serious this time, but I'm not confident.
We've got a judge out there allegedly helping an illegal escape ICE and another allegedly harboring terrorists in his home. But outside of these comically ridiculous cases, judges' leniency is leading to people getting killed. Here's a few recent cases that are just the tip of the iceberg.
30-year-old Alexander Dickey in Columbia, South Carolina, was robbing a house in the middle of the night. He moved on to his second house. It was there he confronted 22-year-old Logan Federico. He shot her in the chest and killed her.
Police say Dickey killed Logan. He stole debit and credit cards, then used those cards in what they describe as a shopping spree.
Police say Dickey is a career criminal. If you look at his criminal arrest record, it goes page after page. 40 arrests in the past 10 years.
A Kansas City firefighter paramedic is dead after being stabbed in the line of duty.
They arrived on scene and saw a woman we now know as Shanita Basel, pictured here, walking on the shoulder of Highway 152 near Oak Trafficway. She had a laceration to her finger. While being transported, things turned deadly.
Yes, ASAP. My partner's been stabbed.
She was charged just last week in connection with allegedly attacking an off-duty officer. The officer said he attempted to detain Basel, who allegedly resisted, grabbed his handcuffs, and tried multiple times to reach for a knife attached to his chest, to his vest, while attempting to call for help. On his police radio, the officer reported that Basel bit his left forearm and refused to let go.
The judge, in that case, as in all criminal cases, reviewed the circumstances, determined the appropriate bond. In that case, bond was set at $10,000 and the defendant posted that bond.
56-year-old Tim Smith was working on an electrical box in Chinatown. Police say Patavona walked up behind Smith and hit him on the head with a blunt object. The man police say is responsible has a lengthy criminal history, including assault on police officers, resisting arrest, trespassing, and vandalism.
A man fiddling with his pants outside the Bella Vita Apartments on Ella Boulevard Saturday, while a horrified woman records from her window. Not long after, Harris County Sheriff's deputies say he attacked a 13-year-old girl. An anonymous tipster tells deputies who they're looking for. 41-year-old Stanley Dotson, a man court records show has been arrested at least 26 times, starting when he was just 13.